Hi everyone, my name is Sharmila and today I'm about to present a presentation that my group and I have created. Our topic for today will be unemployment and its impact on Malaysian society. Our group members consist of 6 people, which is me, Sharmila, followed by Hafifi, Vaiteshwaran, Keshika, Takif and Siti Nurbaiti. So, unemployment is also refers to as when a person is jobless and is actively seeking for employment. The problem of unemployment has become a worrisome issue over the past few years, especially in Malaysia, developing Malaysia, and throughout the world, throughout a lot of countries in the world, and it is growing at an alarming rate. The chosen fundamental macroeconomic factors such as gross domestic product, foreign direct investments, inflation, and population. The methodology of econometric analysis has been applied in this study. The findings showed that there are presence of short-run casualties among the variables. The presence of long-run only when population acts as a dependent variable in the model. Besides, findings indicates that GDP has a significant negative impact on unemployment in Malaysia. So, unemployment and its impact on Malaysian society is one of the famous topics that have been happening right now in our country. So the term unemployment refers to a situation when a person is actively seeking for employment but is unable to find for work. The most frequent measure used for unemployment is unemployment to calculate unemployment rate is by dividing the number of unemployed people by the number of people in the labor force. So this graph shows a representation of Malaysia's unemployment rate from the year 1999 to the year 2021. So if you see carefully, in the year 1999, there was a 3.43 percentage unemployment rate, which is quite low. And over the years, it was fluctuating until the year 2019. But from the year 2019 to the year 2021, the unemployment rate really spiked up to 4.5 percentage, which is really high. This is what has been happening in our country recently. The unemployment rate has been really high. A lot of people are being unemployed, and this issue must be given more attention towards too. There are many government offers unemployment insurance to certain unemployed individuals who meet eligibility requirement. When the situation arises where there are more other resources of the production and no manpower leads to wastage of economic resources and lost output of goods and services, and this has a great impact on government expenditure directly. One of the effects of unemployment on political in Malaysia is loss of trust in administration and the government, which may lead to political instability. Definition of unemployment is the unemployment doesn't include people who leave workforce for reasons, examples such as retirement, higher education, and disability. Means that they are unemployed during the time of shifting between jobs. Which means they are in a job, they are working right now, and they leave the job and they are finding for a different job. So the time frame between these two situations is what we call unemployment. Normally, job seekers need a few months to hunt for their favorite job. So even for me, when I was about to leave my previous job, a lot of people kept advising me to not leave my job first, but to find for a job first before leaving my job, because finding for a new job is quite hard. And so, if I leave this job and started finding for a different job, I will be under the category of unemployment. That is not good. So, a lot of people advise me to look for a job first before quitting my job. Unemployment happens when there is a downturn in the economy, the aggregate demand for goods and services decrease and demand for labor decreases. Unemployment also makes economic growth, GDP, lower for a country. To understanding unemployment is a key economic indicator because it signals the ability or inability of workers to obtain gainful work and contribute in the productive output of the economy. More unemployed workers means less total economic production. So nowadays, most of the companies are using information technology to carry out the job, because information technology, IT, is very useful in this generation. So a lot of companies also use information technology to carry out the job, and employees who have not upgraded themselves will be disqualified from the company. At the time of recession, unskilled and surplus laborers become unemployed. When there is insufficient demand in the economy to maintain full employment, the problem of employment will occur. Unemployment will occur. If demand falls, firms sell less and so reduce production. If there are producing less. This leads to lower demand for workers. Either worker is fired or the firm cuts back on employing a new worker. So this is how unemployment will affect economy, because when the demand has fallen, firms sell less goods, so the production will also be reduced and manpower would be reduced as well, because they will not be using much manpower, and so a lot of people will be fired, or the firm would be just cutting off new workers, will not be taking in any more new workers, and this is how unemployment happens. So the employment rate in Malaysia is very felt in this time of crisis. Despite high graduation in terms of formal education certificate, the increase in the unemployment rate among our society in the area of young adults and new graduates reflects the lack of quality and mismatch of skills, which leads to higher unemployment, especially in urban areas. Therefore, the direction to recreate economic development is closely related as well as one of the effective strategies needed to deal with unemployment directly, towards achieving sustainable development and better living environment for the country. So, to curb this unemployment problem, our society needs to change their perception about their higher economic qualification, the higher their job salary, without taking into account other factors such as having skills that match the job opportunities offered. So in these recent times, job education, academic education itself is not enough to obtain a job, to get a job, because a lot of firms, a lot of companies are also asking for experience and skills that match the job opportunities offered. In order to restore people's trust and confidence in government, strong and stable plans should be implemented by the government, such as job subsidies and tax reduction for employers who offer skill trainings and job opportunities in various sectors. I personally believe that economy should definitely be taken a very important attention towards because economy is very important to a country, and if the economy is facing a downfall, then the country's name and the country's reputation, everything will be facing a downfall as well, including inflation and so much more. So unemployment should definitely be given more attention towards too, and to solve this problem, and hopefully this unemployment rate in Malaysia will reduce back to the old times. Thank you.